What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and on this channel I teach you all things Facebook ads and sales funnels to help you grow your small business. So today I wanted to run you through how to set up your lead generation ad campaign using the native Facebook lead form. Now, one of the benefits of using the lead form on Facebook rather than sending them to your own page is that Facebook likes it when you use their features. So I have found recently by using this form that it has actually reduced my cost per lead by a lot. What you're doing is you're just actually taking out extra steps for the new lead to take, which increases your conversion rates and reduces your cost per lead. So one of the issues that people come across is that with the Facebook lead form, Facebook doesn't connect to most CRMs automatically, and you do need to use an automation tool. So let's jump into Facebook. I'm going to show you how to set up the campaign using the Facebook ad lead forms, and then also how to connect those lead forms to your CRM provider. All right, let's go. Okay, so we're inside our Facebook Ads Manager now, and setting up your lead form is super simple. First, we're going to want to click create and create a brand new campaign. And we're going to want to select leads for our campaign and then continue. Okay, so you will set up your campaign and you will set up your ad set as you normally would. So I'm not going to go into detail there. I'll create other videos on how to do that, but I'm specifically showing you how to use the native forms on Facebook, which are called, as you can see here, instant forms. So once you've set up all of your audience targeting, then jump on over into the ad. You'll want to name your ad, upload your creative, add in all of your ad text. And then as you scroll right down to the bottom of that form, you'll see it has the option of instant form. Because I already have one set up, I'm actually going to show you what that one looks like so that you can see what to put into your form. So this is the form that I have here. And this is page 1. So this is the description of the form. On the next page, we have the contact information, any of the information that I have asked this form to request from my leads. Then we have a quick privacy policy, which you can link to your own privacy policy from. And finally, we have a thank you page or a completion page. So this page is actually super important, and there's a lot of value you can add to this page, and it's one of the pages that people generally tend to forget. So when we go into the create the form, you will see that there is a standard page that says, thanks, you're all set, go check out our website. I definitely recommend customizing that to send that traffic to wherever you show up the most. So for myself, I've asked them to follow me on Instagram because that is where I am most active on a daily basis. If someone sends me a DM, I'm going to reply to them quickest if they do it via Instagram, rather than if they comment on a YouTube video or if they shoot me an email. I also have a ton of other valuable information on Instagram that they can go and check out, and they can connect with me by watching my stories. So definitely use that completion page to your advantage and don't just drop it there. Continue to encourage your new lead to connect with you. You've just given them something that they actually want. So by continuing to engage with them and keep them connected on your brand, you're building more authority and you're also building more trust and connection with that new lead. So you're going to want to create your form, and let's jump through the steps of what to create. So we have two options here, more volume and higher intent. Do not be confused by higher intent and think that by clicking that, it is going to give you better quality leads. It's just not the case. I generally recommend clicking more volume, as that is going to keep your cost per lead as low as possible. If you want to ensure that you're getting higher quality leads, that has everything to do with knowing your audience and ensuring your offer is something that they're looking for and that it rolls into your paid services rather than just being completely random. So once you've selected your form type, then you can put in an intro. So you can upload your own background image, or you can select it to use the image from your ad. I generally recommend uploading your own image so that you can customize the look of this form rather than having just whatever your ad has, which might be cut off from this top section here. Then we have our intro or greeting section. Now, if you've written your ad text correctly, you don't really need a greeting. And I'm actually going to recommend that you leave the greeting out because it removes one step of this form. And like I said, you've already put all the information in your ad text. So by removing this step, it just makes it one bit easier for your lead to actually get onto your email list and for you to nurture them. So then we head into our questions and we can select a bunch of different things. So you can ask for the email, you can ask for name, you can ask for phone number. There's lots of different questions that you can actually put in here. And I generally recommend just asking for name and email. There's no reason why you should need at this stage any more information than the name and email if you have your funnel set up correctly. If you need a phone number for your offer because they're booking a call with you, absolutely ask for their phone number. But generally for this type of campaign, we're giving them something for free, like a PDF, a guide, a planner, in exchange for their name and email address, so that we can then add them to our funnel and continue to nurture and connect with them. You can also add custom questions, so multiple choice or short answer. And this is something that you might want to add if you are wanting to engage with them a little bit more. So it might be something like, what are you most confused about? And then give them a short answer option to put that in. Once you've set up all of your questions, you then need to add in a link to your privacy policy. You should definitely have a privacy policy on your website, so just add that link straight to that page. If you don't have a website, just get a privacy policy written into a Google Doc form, and you can actually just link the Google Doc straight in there as well. And then we have our completion page, and as you can see, thanks, you're all set. You can visit our website or exit the form now. This is not an ideal thank you page. We want to continue engaging our leads for as long as possible. So like I said, make sure you're directing them to wherever you show up the most, wherever they can connect with you further, and try and encourage them to follow you on Instagram, on YouTube, wherever it is that you show up, and get them to continue engaging and connecting with your brand as much as possible. So make sure you use this thank you page. Once you've published this form, Facebook stores that information inside its own platform, and we cannot connect most CRMs to Facebook. So there is a workaround, and we can do it through Zapier. So there is a workaround to get your leads out of Facebook and into your CRM, having to actually download your lead list from Facebook and upload it to your CRM. Obviously, if you're doing lead generation every single day and you want to send them that freebie, you're not going to be downloading that list every single day. And we also want to make an amazing user experience and allow them to download that freebie straight away and get it sent to their email inbox rather than having to wait for you to do that. So to get around that, I highly recommend using Zapier. So Zapier is a paid automation tool. Now, the reason that I think this is worth paying for is because when I was using my website to collect leads, so I was sending traffic from Facebook to my own opt-in page where they would opt in and everything would be connected and absolutely free, I was paying about $6 per lead. Now that I'm using Zapier and I'm using the Facebook lead forms, I'm only paying $2.50 per lead. So it's actually saving me so much money per lead every single month that it's worthwhile for me to pay for this tool and have that done automatically. Also, Zapier is an automation tool. So basically it connects all different apps and all different programs together to help you automate things in your business. So if you need to send a particular email once something happens, you can actually automate that through Zapier so that that email is sent on time when a task is completed. It's a really useful tool, and at only $28 a month, I think it is definitely worth it. But just bear in mind, it is an additional cost, and you will have to factor that in when you are setting up your Facebook lead ads. So setting up the connection through Zapier honestly couldn't be easier. What you're going to do is first go into create a Zap. Now I have already connected my Facebook lead ads and I've already connected my CRM platform, so I won't be able to show you how to do that, but it's honestly very, very easy. As you can see, it'll get you to search for an event and you'll search Facebook lead ads. If you didn't have yours connected, a pop-up would appear and you would just follow the prompts through the pop-up to connect your Facebook to Zapier. Then you want to make sure you're choosing a trigger event, and the trigger event is a new lead. From here, you'll also choose your account, which will be the one that you just connected, and then setting up a trigger. So super straightforward. You're probably going to only have access to one Facebook page, so you'll just select the one that comes up, and then you'll also select the form. And likely, if you haven't done this before, you'll be selecting the one form that you just created and you named clearly, so you know exactly which one you need to select. And as you can see, it's super simple. You're basically just following through each of Zapier's steps and prompts to make sure everything is connected and getting it all set up. So we've selected our trigger, which is when a new lead comes through Facebook lead form, so the form I've just set up, and now we want to select an action. So my CRM is MailerLite, however, you can connect this to pretty much every CRM, so ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, MailChimp, whichever one you use. So select your CRM, and again, you will need to connect this. Just follow the prompts that Zapier sends you, and then select your action. So mine will be to create or update a subscriber because these are new leads that we're generating, and continue. Make sure you choose the correct account and the setup action. So these are the things that you need to actually pay attention to. So the subscriber group. So make sure that your lead is going through to the correct group. So for mine, it is the Facebook Ads Starter Guide. So just keep in mind that this is something that I recommend setting up in your CRM before you get to this stage. Then as we go down, you want to make sure you select this information. So we want to make sure the name is input. We also want to make sure the email is input. And if there's any other questions that you selected, then you need to find somewhere where they can go as well. Once you've done all of that, you can turn on your Zap, and that is all you have to do. Automatically, Zapier is going to collect the leads from your Facebook ads and send them straight into your CRM. And in your CRM, you will have already set up your welcome email that sends them their lead magnet that they've just requested. And you'll also have a series of nurture emails after that take them from someone who's never heard of you before to someone who is engaged and opening your emails and knows more about your brand and your offers as well. So as you can see, it is super simple to use Facebook lead forms and Zapier, and you actually don't even have to have a website to use this type of lead generation.